So in this video, I'm going to raise a question. Are sharks just really dolphins with some type of a front piece attached to them? Notice I put this in the form of a question. And mostly that's because I'm not entirely sure. And I want to leave open the possibility that my thesis, my hypothesis is incorrect. However, I do not want to drop the subject. So, what you're going to be looking at is from this thing that was shown in the IMAX theaters about sharks. And I'm going to have it on super slow motion. So you're looking at a transition shot. And we'll go ahead and proceed in a very slow fashion. Okay, so it's on very, very slow motion. And those of you that like short videos, this may not be for you. So just hang in there with me. Now I'm going to suggest that this entire section here on the front is completely false. Okay? That it's just a dolphin with a piece added onto it. Now notice the front tip of this so-called shark up here. There's a line right there. You see the line? Look at that. What is that? It just looks like a bad add-on that was not carefully created for the film. A prop. See the line? I'm trying to get it for you the best I can without screwing up too much on the camera. But you can see what I mean. There's a line there. Just like it's glued on. Right there. Now if that's supposed to be an eye, it doesn't ever really seem to move. It's just almost like it's a button. Right there, like a button. You don't see any pupils in it either. It's just almost like a big black button that you would get off of a man's top coat. Now again, you're watching this in super slow-mo motion. So don't expect anything too exciting here as I'm talking. Once again, I'm just raising a question. Are so-called sharks just simply dolphins that have been doctored? To me, this whole front thing here looks completely fake. This whole front area. You can almost see where it's glued back here by the fin. Back this way where the fin is. And if these are supposed to be gills right here, I don't really see them opening and closing or doing much of anything. Now once again, pointing to the nose or the front, whatever this is supposed to be, again, there's that big line right there. Just like it was carved. And somebody didn't care to smooth it over. Now the eye doesn't seem to have any actual life to it at all. like I say, there's no pupils in it. There's no, just doesn't look at all like there's a lens in there. It's just like a button. Now, we didn't see any movement on the so-called mouth. There's no movement. Again, this is very, very slow motion. But why hasn't the mouth moved? Now we're coming back up to where the gills are. These little slits up here by the fin. We don't see any movement with those either. Just like they're cut. Just like that whole frontal piece is nothing but a prop. And somehow it could be, quote, attached to a dolphin. And they're just dolphins swimming around with these frontal pieces on their front portion of their face area, dolphins, to create the power of a shark. And so it might raise questions like, well, why is it then that they have to make a movie like Jaws? It scared the bejeebers out of everybody. That when you're swimming, there could be Jaws just nearby shore. And then they have these shark alerts to get everybody so scared that they won't go near the water. Once again, it's fear manipulation. Okay, have you seen the mouth move at all? No. Are the gills doing any breathing? No. Does it look like the whole frontal piece is some kind of a created prop? In my opinion, yes. Now, once again, I said my opinion. So I'm uncertain. And those of you that, want to say, well, I think he's incorrect. Well, you might be correct that I'm incorrect. And again, I'm just raising this as a question. That's one of the great things about having a YouTube channel. You don't necessarily have to be someone who has, quote, all the answers. What I want to be is a person who's struggling to find truth. And I will share with you my insights. I will share with you my research. I will share with you my thoughts. And I do leave up comments of individuals that disagree. The only time I remove comments is if they're vulgar. Or they lead to some terrible pornographic site. Sometimes the robots will do that. They'll insert comments that they want you to click on and go to some pornographic site. I will delete those. But people that say, I think you're completely wrong, I'll leave it up. But you can go ahead and, put down what you think. Supposedly, this is a shark. And I have it in super slow motion. I have not seen the mouth open. I haven't seen the gills do anything. And I haven't really seen any kind of movement in the eye or any type of sign that somehow that is a genuine eye. Now it looks like there's a little fish coming down there from the top. Now you would think if that was a shark it would be interested in it. Look how it just overlaid. Which might mean the whole entire thing is a fake. It's not even a dolphin with a frontal piece attached. Now all of a sudden these ones come out of nowhere. It's almost like it's an overlay. Yeah, like an overlay. There you go. See, the big shark just disappeared. It didn't swim away, it just disappeared. Well, okay. Again, this was an exploratory video. What do you think? Sharks are a little bit controversial in that if you suggest that they're fake, many people will arise and give testimony and say, oh yeah, I've seen sharks. Oh yeah. Maybe nobody, you've never really seen a shark, but you've been told there's sharks nearby and they're out to kill you. Now the other thing that I might suggest is that if sharks genuinely do exist, they're not man-eating or killers. And that might be the deception. That they're just fish and they're not about living their life like Jaws, the movie Jaws. Anyhow, I'm going to stop the video, and I do want to thank you for watching. Please leave your comments, give your insights, say yes, say no, say I don't know. But this was an exploratory video. Thank you for exploring with me. End of video.